Hello my friends, I'm Brett Larkin. Welcome back to our Detox Yoga Fusion challenge that I'm hosting with Yoga Outlet. I'm so happy you're here, whether you just stumbled across this video or you've been doing all the days of this challenge. I would love it if you would join the family and subscribe. In today's class, we're gonna warm up with some gentle Vinyasa movement, hold a yin pose, and then end with a Kundalini meditation. Each day of the challenge, we've been using an affirmation from our uplifted yoga planner, which is a yoga planner and journal designed for yogis by yogis. Info on that down below. And today's affirmation is I am honest with myself. Might seem like a simple one, but a lot of times we're not actually truly being honest with how we really feel. Maybe we're overscheduled, or maybe we're committing to things we wish we weren't. Getting really in touch with what we're comfortable with and how we're really feeling is the first step for successful interactions with everyone around us, and our loved ones just cherish it and are so happy when we are completely honest with ourselves, so we can then go out into the world aligned and be honest with them as well. So the meditation we're gonna do at the end is gonna be highly focused on that. For now, just clear anything off your mat so we can start with just a little bit of Vinyasa to warm us up. So you can just set any props or things aside. I'm gonna keep this cushioning under my knees because I like it. But we'll come with shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, close the eyes as a first step. Just lengthen the tailbone back in space. Feel the shoulder blades glide down and back. And then from the crown of the head to your tail, just see if you can make yourself a little bit longer. Any micro adjustments where you just find more length between the vertebra of your spine. And then without moving, so we're not moving yet in cat-cow or anything like that, we're just gonna take some giant breaths here. So exhale all the breath out of the body. Can sigh it out, even like make an ha sound, and then inhale. Fill up this rectangle of your torso like it was a balloon. So inhale, fill up shoulders, hips, breathe in more than you think you can. And then exhale, out the mouth. Good. A few more times like that. Huge breath in. Make your torso wider with breath, and then exhaling out the mouth, this sound. A few more, inhaling, seeking more space for breath interiorly. So you're just looking where you can find even more space in the body. Exhale, to let that go. Final time, inhaling to your fullest capacity. Shoulders and hips move apart from one another diagonally, side to side, up and down. And then exhale all the way. Good. Let your next inhale take you into a gentle up cat. So curl the toes under, shine the heart forward, take the collarbones and shoulder heads back. Good. And then exhale, round deeply, chin into chest, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Tailbone lengthens to the space between the knees. A few cat-cows on your own. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Come back to center. Extend your right leg long behind you. First, we'll just stretch into that right leg a little bit. So press into your palms. Let the heel press back and just feel a stretch maybe along the right side of the leg. So you can even bounce a little bit forward and back into that heel. Good. And then take the shoulders back over the wrists from the inner right thigh. Lift the right thigh up so it's in line with the hips. Kick through the heel and just make some circles with the ankle. And then of course, level 1, you can always stay here. Otherwise, level 2, point the right foot. Have it nice and long, lengthening away from the body, and lift the left hand. Just engaging your core muscles here, pulling your abs up and in, keeping the breath as slow and steady as it was just a moment ago. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes. 4 more deep breaths here. Good, and now only let the knee come down to the ground. Reach the left arm up towards the side wall, and exhale, thread it underneath the right shoulder for a simple twist. So just keep the hips stacked over the knees so your hips aren't moving towards your knees in child's pose. And then take the right hand to the outside of the right face, maybe a foot wide of the temple, and press the right hand into the mat, spinning the heart towards the right side wall. 3 more deep breaths here. Maybe dip the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Really press the tops of the feet into the floor. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Inhale, come back up to all fours. And exhale, sink back into a child's pose. Deep breath in here. Exhale all the way. 1 more deep breath in and out. Good. Inhale, return to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Extend the left leg back, curl the toes under. And first, just some presses into that left heel. So leaning a little bit back, maybe feeling a stretch in the left hamstring. Good. And then taking the shoulders back over the wrists from the inner left thigh, lifting the leg, and just making some circles now with the ankles. Ankle in line with the seat. Circles in opposite direction. Pull the core up and in. Good, and then of course you can just stay with the breath and the balance here. Otherwise, lift the right arm. Reach the right fingertips and the left toes as far apart from one another as possible. And then steady out the breath here. Pull the center of the body, the abdominal wall, up and in towards the ceiling. 4 more deep breaths here. And every time we bring the arms and legs into alignment, you can think about that inner alignment as well. Aligning your thoughts, your actions, your words. Are you being honest with yourself? Last breath. Good. Let just the left knee come down. Right hand high to the side wall. Big stretch. And then exhale, threading the right arm underneath the left shoulder for a twist. Take the left palm about a foot outside of the left temple. Press the left hand into the floor to spiral you deeper into the twist. And then lengthen your tailbone back in space. Press the shins and tops of the feet into the mat. And 3 more deep breaths here. Good, and then come back on up to center as you're ready. pressing back now into your version of a downward facing dog, whatever that looks like for you these days. Maybe you keep the knees deeply bent, heels high, or maybe you're playing with lengthening one leg and then the other. And just feeling into the backs of the legs, spreading the palms wide, rooting down through each knuckle. Firm your biceps in towards one another. And as you do that, think of just slightly gliding your shoulders down and back. So there's maybe a little more space between your shoulders and your ears. Find stillness now if you've been prancing the feet. Just hold this dog, 4 breaths. Good, and then lower the knees to the ground. For our yin posture, we're gonna come into virasana. So you're gonna sit in between your heels. Now for you, that might be challenging. And then we're gonna actually lean back. So we're looking to get a stretch in the front of the quads. So I'm gonna show you a lot of ways that you can set this up with props to make it work for you. So the first thing you can do is grab some cushions from your couch. You don't need fancy yoga cushions to sort of prop up your seat. So if it's too much to just sit between the heels, you can prop up the seat. And make sure that the knees are really emanating from the hip points, so the knees aren't touching and they're not super splayed wide. And then you're just gonna begin to walk yourself back. And again, use cushions or whatever you need to make like a little shelf for your body to come back onto. And if it's too much, you'll just stay seated here. Like maybe you're feeling a stretch here already, or you can come into a different yin pose of your choice that you like. Otherwise, you're just walking the hands back. Maybe the elbows touch the ground. Maybe you're just completely flat on your back and you can take the arms overhead or you can have them alongside the body. Our goal is to feel a stretch in the quads. So as long as you feel a stretch in the quads and no torque or pain on the knee, you're in a good place. And remember, a lot of us may need to prop up our cushion, even put blocks underneath our cushion, or use multiple cushions. And if you don't have any props at home, just take the fingers to face the toes and just open the chest, send your tailbone forward, like that adjustment I just did of sending the tailbone forward, and you'll begin to feel the quads engage here, and you can breathe here. Yeah? So lots of options. We'll be here about 20 breaths. Find where you want to be. You don't have to make this your deepest stretch. And just ask, am I being honest with myself? Or using the affirmation like a mantra, I am honest with myself. I am honest. So much of being honest with ourselves just means we take time to slow down and ask ourselves how we're doing and what's really going on. So just take a moment here. Deepen the breath. Sink fully into this stretch, opening the whole front line of the body. wherever you are, keep lengthening the tailbone forward. If you've lost that deep engagement in the quads, that quad stretch, try to bring that back. Just readjust the hips so your hip points lever towards your face and your tailbone lengthens towards the bottom of the mat. Just gradually deepening and deepening the quad stretch. Release any tension you're secretly holding or storing in the body. Just thinking, I am honest. I am honest with myself. Listen carefully, very slowly to come out of this. Just deepen the breath. If you're fully lying down, prop yourself up on one elbow and then the other. And then very carefully take the chin into the chest and really use the arms to press yourself up so there's no strain in the low back, being very mindful how you come out. And then setting up for your meditation seat, whatever that looks like for you. From your comfortable meditation seat, just allow the crown of the head to line up directly above the two sits bones. Take a deep breath in and out. Once more, deep breath in, just aligning the spine for meditation, maybe leaning slightly back in space, and exhaling fully. Good. So this is a meditation that gives us more self-authority. It has a special mudra and a special breath. So the mudra is that we want to take the thumb all the way across, so it's almost pressing on the pad of the pinky finger, where the pinky finger starts. And then you're gonna wrap your fingers around, so it's like you're making a little fist, but you've really crossed the thumb over much more than if you just made a fist. So cross the thumb all the way over to the pad of that pinky finger, then wrap the fingers around, and then take the knuckles in towards one another, right at the level of the heart chakra. Elbows can just be bent, relaxed down by the sides. And then from here, you're going to inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with pursed lips. Inhale through the mouth. And exhale through the nose. And then again, repeating that pattern, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth with pursed lips. Inhaling through the mouth. Exhaling through the nose. So I'm going to start our timer. We'll be here for just a few minutes together doing this breath. So keep going on your own. Really committing fully to your honesty, to your integrity, to your willingness to slow down and get honest about what's really important. Try to make the inhales and exhales equal length, regardless of whether you're doing them from the nose or the mouth in a particular moment. Just see if you can build that equanimity of the breath. So if it's 8 counts to breathe in through the nose, it's 8 counts to breathe out through the mouth. Or if you're working with like a simple 3 count, if it's 3 counts to breathe in through the mouth, it's 3 counts out through the nose. So there's symmetry in this 4-part breath. Last few rounds, slowing down the breath best you can. Good, and then just reach the arms up overhead, keep the eyes closed. You can keep that fist, just reaching the arms straight overhead. Take a deep breath in and out. And deep breath in and out. Good, allow the hands to rest, palms face up in the lap or on the thighs. You can take the left hand to rest in the right on the lap, or just index finger and thumb to touch if the palms are face up on the thighs. Just notice the effect of the pranayama, the breathing exercise, on your mental state. Maybe notice if you feel more self-assured. More in touch with how you're truly doing at a deeper level. I am honest with myself. how much I can and cannot take on, about what I really deeply, truly desire and don't desire to do. Just allow this sense of honesty and integrity to sink into the body. Or just feel it draped around the body like a beautiful cloak. You can stay here in seated meditation for as long as you like, or you can lie down onto your back, coming into Shavasana. I leave you here to complete your practice in the way that best suits your needs. I'm sending you so much love from my heart to yours. Namaste.